Paranormal Activity: The Ghost Dimension is the latest movie to come out of the cash cow known as the Paranormal Activity series. Do I even need to summarize the plot at this point? You all know it if you've seen any of the others. A family is being haunted in their homes. There is a kid involved. The ghost is actually a demon. One of the family members, usually the father or boyfriend or whatever, brings home a camera, and so everything we see in the movie is on that camera, and everyone's amazed at the camera. Woo, looky, the camera, it's so big, woo! Yeah, it's the same thing every time. Now, before I get into it too much, guys, I gotta be fair. I actually enjoy some of the Paranormal Activity movies. I really like the first one. I think that's a solid, scary movie. 2 and 3, they both have good things about them, and they both have some creepy moments as well. 4, that's when it starts to get a little stretched thin. But even 4 I liked the idea of a creepy kid. Hey, he's no Damien from The Omen or one of the Children of the Corns, but still creepy kid. The marked ones is really when it plummets into crap for me. There's really nothing good or salvageable about that movie. I guess some of the acting's nice. It has its moments, but they're really small moments, and it's just not enough to salvage that movie at all. And then we have this one, which I'll get to now, and yeah, the series it's a constant decline through the whole series, and that's just really a shame because it started out so good. But by this one, it does feel kind of passe, and we've done it. That being said, even though it feels passe at this point for this series, I actually like found footage. I really did like The Visit that came out earlier this year even. I don't think found footage is a terrible subgenre of film, especially horror. I think if it's done well, it can work. Hey, it did it well in at least 3, even kind of 4 of the Paranormal Activity movies. So, in all fairness, I think this subgenre is good. Problem with found footage is you have to really work extra hard to sell it. It's a hard genre to do, even if it is really cheap, which some studios don't realize. And the makers of this movie, yeah, they didn't realize that either. You might be wondering about the scares in this movie. What scares? There weren't any. No good ones, at least. I think there were things that were trying to scare me, like stuff kept jumping up at the screen, and I assumed that was supposed to scare me. But I'm not 5 years old, so no, it didn't. There was no setup. There was no suspense-driven moment. It was just like, whoa! Did I scare you? I'm sorry, but that's exactly what it was like. It's not scary when you do that. It's just irritating as hell. Hollywood, listen up. Startling is not the same thing as scary. Being scary is Halloween when Michael Myers is stalking Laurie Strode and you see him following her. Freaking creepy as all hell. Not scary is randomly jumping in front of the camera or making a loud noise and hoping the audience will jump. Also, one of the things that every single one of the other Paranormal Activity movies had going for it was that you can't see the ghost or the demon or whatever it is. That's why every once in a while, or in the really good ones most of the time, you could get scared because you couldn't see the thing, and therefore they could have a loud noise or something hurl at the person out of nowhere, or a knife being slowly lifted off screen or behind the person, and you just know it's right there above them, but you don't see it. Those were good ideas, but this one, and you know it in the trailers, they ruin it by having it be this magic camera or something. They don't even explain it. That can basically see demons. So you always see the damn demon shape flying around or walking or whatever, so you know exactly where it is. And that ain't scary because the actors do not sell it well enough. It's not sold well enough in the scene. Seeing CGI dots, it's not scary. It's just dumb. Just because you can do stuff with CGI doesn't mean you should do it with CGI. And in this case, it is stupid. We don't need to see the demon. It works better when you don't see the demon. It's much scarier when you don't see the demon, in fact. But here, of course, we have to ruin it. And that just tears down any chance for this movie to be scary. Even the marked ones was scarier than this movie. And besides that, the fact that it's a camera from the 80s that can just be turned on all night and all day. I know they did that with 3, But the rest of the movie was good enough where I was like, I can forgive it because they're at least telling me some interesting story and scary moments. That's fine then. But the fact is that in this one, there's nothing to latch onto. So that was just sticking out more in this one than it was in Paranormal Activity 3. Because at least in Paranormal Activity 3, there was stuff I could go with besides the camera. So I could forgive it because it was telling me a compelling story. Here, nothing. So all I'm left with is, what the freaking hell? Explain something, movie! Explain something! Also, if this is the last one in the series, and for the love of God, let that be true, this doesn't wrap up a single thing. First of all, the marked ones doesn't add in at all. The ending with that, apparently in the marked ones, you know, you have like this demon, witch, cult thing, whatever, whoever is doing this is going and recruiting more people to help the demon or something. That guy never comes back who gets possessed at the end of that movie. Also, this little girl, what the heck? She seems so cool with talking to this demon thing. I mean, I can go with it in movies when the kid is talking to a ghost, because I'm assuming the ghost or the demon is showing up to them in a friendly form. But when the demon is telling you to kill your parents and you're totally cool with it, that's just too weird to me. Spoilers for Paranormal Activity 3 here, but at least in that one, when the demon is going to the kids and telling them to do terrible things, she's reluctant at first and only does it when the demon threatens the other sister. That at least I can go with a little bit more. But what in the hell? I mean, this kid literally goes from, "Hi, Mommy and Daddy, I love you," to, "Okay, Mr. Demon, I'll kill whoever you say. Hail Satan! Yay!" What the hell? This is such a lame way to end the series. I mean, really, and I hope it is the last one, because this movie series is just going downhill. The characters aren't likable. I don't care about a single person on screen. There's no good scares in this movie, and all the characters are unlikable, thus making it harder for me to even get into the movie to be scared, because I don't feel scared for any of these characters. That's what a good horror movie should do. You gotta make good characters, or at least relatable enough characters, so that we can feel the scares. And if they're not relatable at all, well, that's a huge, huge mark on your movie. The CGI ghost is stupid. Everything I brought up is bad about this movie, and I'm going to give this 1 out of 5 stars. So if you like this video, like, comment, subscribe, and peace.